Hi guys, let's watch this video together.
Tell me what happened here.
Basically, Your Honor, Allison had left props in front of her door.
Are you her
Explosive
landlord?
props. Excuse me?
Are you her landlord?
Yes, I was. She's no longer a tenant.
Okay, so you own the building.
Yes.
And she was a tenant for how long?
4 years.
And then on the night in question, what is it that happened that caused you to get fined?
What had happened was, again, she had negligently left props, including 8 hand grenades and 2 50-milliliter bullets right there in the hallway, which, first off, is not permitted, and that's clearly in the lease.
That she can't leave anything in the hallway.
Right, exactly, and that's in the lease, and ultimately it resulted in, after the police were called, for the bomb squad to come in, and I got charged $1,200.
Yeah, isn't that something? When the police come, they then charge you.
Yeah.
I thought I was paying for that on the front end.
Yeah.
When my taxes.
Right.
But they will actually charge you as the building owner for a, quote, false alarm.
Yeah.
And
All right, let me clear this up real quick, because I was confused at first too. When they say bombs and bullets, they ain't talking about real ones. They're movie props. Props are fake items made to look real for movies and TV. The landlord didn't know that, thought they were actual explosives, and called the police. Then the cops showed up, realized everything was fake, and ended up charging the landlord for a false alarm. Now that we're all caught up, let's get back to the case.
who is it that called?
One of my tenants had called. She had seen what appeared to be real weapons at the time. You know, if you look at them, I'll show you a picture if you want to see it.
Yeah, I would like to see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they look like actual weapons. So she was alarmed. She did the right thing.
Exhibit B of the plaintiff, please. Okay.
Look pretty real, no?
Well, I don't know. I've never seen a real one, so I don't know. You know? Have you ever seen a real one?
No.
Right. So.
Well, I watched a few.
Yeah, I watched TV too.
Years past, so it looks pretty authentic to me.
What are these doing out there?
Your Honor, on the day I was moving out, and while I was moving out, I actually had placed more than just those items outside. I'm not the only person. He's trying to make it out like I'm the only person that places items. I actually have like a little group chat because when we're moving out, we have like a little buy nothing group chat where we put things like, hey, we're selling these, we're leaving things out. We also do like gossip. So if you want to see that, I can also show you. That's
not a management provided forum, correct?
No, it's just like a little group chat that we all have. So there was like, I had put like handbags, some like plastic containers, some like cords and things like that. So as I was moving out, like anybody could just grab what they wanted.
Did you put a sign that said these are fake? If anybody wants these props, you're welcome to. Did you write anything on a piece of paper and stick it on the wall?
We live in a digital age.
No, you live in a digital age.
I mean, you know.
No, we do not live in a digital age.
And what's
there
the
are people who
that
choose not to live in the digital age. I'm not one of them. I live in the digital age. My husband, however, can't turn on the TV. So there are people who just will not be slaves to this. And apparently, the tenant who called the police is one of them. Now,
this tenant also, to be fair, is like the most problematic tenant. She will literally call emergency services on everything and is known to.
How old is she?
Lady, I don't know. Listen.
I mean, is she an older person or
she's in her 60s? I don't consider that old anymore.
I don't consider that old either.
Yeah.
Good move.
And she's very sharp.
I never wonder about people's ages. I try to be respectful. We're in Hollywood, right? But calling emergency service versus like knocking on my door.
There's grenades in the hallway. I mean, like, okay, so I walk up and go, the hell are these grenades? I mean, yeah, I may not think that I'm going to be the target of blowing up the building, but I see that and I say, this seems irresponsible. I don't know. See, here's what happens even in the digital age. Props. Fake. Take one.
Yes, and if
how long did that take me?
It took you like
4
3 seconds.
Right,
yeah,
okay, so.
I agree.
Especially if you know that there's a nervous Nelly down the hall or whatever.
Well, and to be fair, if you see this Discord Buy Nothing group, that's exactly what I said.
So you know it needs saying.
I was moving. I didn't know where everything was. But I did put it out. Like, that's what everybody does. Like, none of us put notes. We all put it in the hallway. It's kind of just like I've even grabbed stuff from the hallway.
But you're not supposed to put stuff in the hallway.
Well, and he doesn't ever enforce that. He's going to say he does. I'm not the only one.
It is in the lease, right, that you're not supposed supposed to block the hallway, because that's a fire hazard. You
And
can't
every
block
renewed
hallways.
and every renewed lease she signed.
Let me know if I need to read the lease out loud, but I think you admit that it's in the lease that you're not supposed to put anything in the hallway.
Yes, but if it was in the lease, and it should be enforced by everybody, but that is not.
What kinds of things have you seen in the hallway before?
Oh,
just when people are moving, or
just when people are getting rid of things, it's it's LA. Everybody puts things out in the hallway.
All murder weapons, all random murder weapons are
There's
there.
even people put even the welcome mats. He's telling me that we're not supposed to have anything, but here we are. But they were out there because it was part of my graduate thesis program, and I had done a really beautiful thing. If you want to see what I did, I even have why I had created them.
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah, you do. It's a wonderful thing. So I had made these beautiful replicas as part of my whole entire exhibition. You can see all of where I put the little sticky notes that tell you kind of why I did them.
Why did you do them?
It was for this project in which I wanted to talk about this onslaught of gun violence in America and how it's coming in like a swarm, and it's just coming in, and I just wanted to create this beautiful masterpiece, and that's why I had created them, and I figured by putting them out and that somebody else could reuse them, and that's why they were in the hall.
First off, ain't nobody seeing bullets and hand grenades sitting out in the hallway and thinking, oh, they probably fake. Nah, if I walked out my apartment and saw even one grenade on the floor, man, I don't care if it's a prop, I don't care if it's fake, and I don't care if you got a statue of Jesus standing right next to it. I'm getting as far away from that building as I can. I'm gone. So when she tries to make it sound like the neighbor was overreacting for calling the police, nah, I can't rock with that. Most people would have done the exact same thing. You see something that looks like explosives sitting in a hallway, you call the police. Simple as that.
You think it's unreasonable of that tenant to have seen a bunch of weapons in the hallway and called the police?
I honestly would have never thought that somebody thought they were real. When would somebody come and find those and think they were real?
And Your Honor, who looks at that site?
It's alarming.
They
if you see a
also
bunch of grenades in the hall, I would say, well, I'm not that important. Why would somebody want to blow this building up? None of us here. But if you saw them, wouldn't you say, geez, what is this?
Well, then they could have knocked on my door. They could have checked the app that we could have.
They?
What if they were afraid?
Who's
They don't want to knock on. You're the crazy lady with the grenades outside.
They could have contacted him versus escalating it to emergency services. And I mean,
well, that's the easiest thing to do is to call 911.
Well, and I mean, 911 is the reason that he's getting fined, not because of me.
Your
I'm
Honor,
the easiest
police
target
are the ones
right
that
now.
saw the items, and I'm sorry for yelling, but they saw the items, and they thought they were real, and they called the bomb squad.
And also,
What do you say about that?
when the cops came, they were originally scared, but when they found out that it was part of a project.
Right, but before that, they were originally scared and called the bomb squad.
No. One negligent cop, okay, one cop.
Oh.
One cop decided.
Not only is she a master
Stop
of craft
screaming.
services,
Stop
now she's an
screaming and
authority on
interrupting
authorities.
me. I don't like it. Go ahead.
Sorry.
One cop contacted the bomb squad because he went over the supervisor. The other cops were all taking pictures, and they realized that the person had overreacted and that it was just
So now we have two people who overreact.
Yeah.
One, the tenant in the building, and two, the police officer who, I mean, at what point maybe you shouldn't be leaving these props in the hallway?
Well, I mean, I just think it was a huge misunderstanding.
It is a huge misunderstanding.
And
the problem is this huge misunderstanding, which you caused, cost him $1,200, and he wants you to pay it because it cost him $1,200. That's $1,200 out of his pocket, and he didn't create the situation. You did.
And I could have sued for a lot more.
No, what about the last thing I said made you think I needed you to join in?
Now,
quit while you're ahead.
Hold up. I think the real question is, why did the police charge the landlord for a false alarm? That part got me confused. Is that actually a thing where y'all live? Like, do the police charge people for reporting something they honestly believed was dangerous? I ain't heard of that before. Maybe it's normal in some states, maybe it ain't. I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments, because I'm actually curious about this one.
Honor, to be fair, that $1,200 is not my fault. Those came from the damages of calling the emergency services more than once. Like, I feel that he should be contacting the people that, it's not me. It's not me.
But it is you.
I don't think so.
It's not the person who got scared when they saw weapons in the hallway. It's the person who left super realistic looking weapons in the hallway that caused the police to be called. And then the police that get out there, one of them at least picked up and called the bomb squad. Police don't usually disagree on what happens out there. So I'm not sure about, they may have been taking pictures after the bomb squad got there. I'm not sure they were taking pictures before the bomb squad got there, because one of their lot, and they usually agree on what they're doing, called the bomb squad. Were you there for any of this?
I was alerted and I came immediately. It was right after the police and before the bomb squad got
Right
there.
After the police and before the bomb squad.
Yes.
Was anybody taking pictures, like having fun and taking pictures at that point before the bomb squad got there?
That I'm not aware of.
Who called you?
The tenant.
The tenant, the same tenant who called?
The police.
The police.
She called me shortly thereafter, yes.
Okay.
The one that's always causing issues. Like, she literally...
How would she know that, Your Honor?
Wait, can I ask you why you say she's always causing issues?
2 examples I can give off the top of my head. She called the police on guests that were just there for a party. She called the fire department because she smelled smoke and it was just somebody's barbecue. So she's always escalating issues when they could be resolved, like, internally. Like, all of these things are costing him so many problems.
Have any other things ever cost you?
No, first time. And
This is the
by
first
the way,
time that-
I'm glad that she called the fire department, because how does one distinguish between the smoke
What
from a
should she
stove
do?
that's
Call
burning
the
and a
landlord
barbecue?
when she smells smoke? Like, if she smelled smoke,
on.
I mean, isn't it better safe than sorry? What if there was a fire going on in your apartment and you weren't there and everything you owned got burned up? Wouldn't you want her to be the one who called the fire department?
I'm just saying that she's known to do
She should know the
this.
difference between a fire and pork. You find her to be a problem. The landlord loves her. She's an early alert system.
I'm just saying I'm not responsible for the $1,200 that he's trying to get me for.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, I think you are. I think you are. And I'm ruling in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of the $1,200.
All right, I get what the defendant was trying to say. We all know that one neighbor who's always in everybody else's business, that one Karen that's constantly looking for problems. But honestly, this don't feel like one of those situations. This just looks like somebody who saw something that looked dangerous and did what most people would have done. They called the police. And I'd much rather somebody report something that turns out to be a false alarm than ignore it and have a real fire or explosion happen later. So yeah, I gotta agree with the judgment on this one, but that's just my opinion. What do y'all think? Do you agree with the judge, or do y'all think the defendant had a point? Drop your thoughts down in the comments, Wex. I'll be down there reading and replying. And if you're new here, I'm Big Mike Court TV. Hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, share this video with somebody, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.